Hello, everybody. Welcome once again, my friends. New friends, old friends, students of yore, students of the future. I welcome you here to the San Antonio Learning Annex Digital Edition. This is eBay Power Selling 101 with Michael DeWitt and Tom Parrott. My name is Michael DeWitt, and I am joined by my resoundingly infernal yet loyal teacher's assistant, Tom Parrott.
Yep, I'm here. I got this fluorescent lighting. It's cranked up. I'm ready to start being more bright for 2021.
Now I'm going to ask you something here, Tom. I heard you say some sounds and then for 2021. What was it exactly that you said there a moment ago?
Oh, I just said stuff about fluorescent lighting and how my lights are real bright because I'm trying to be brighter for 2021. I want to have a brighter outlook.
Now that is something worth saying twice because that is a New Year's resolution we could all adopt.
Right.
Speaking of adopting, this show has been adopted so graciously by the Pack Theater's Restream redigitization feed. But I should say, originally, we do broadcast here from San Antonio at the San Antonio Learning Annex through Channel 59 here locally. And then the Pack Theater takes all of our digital bits and bytes and sends it out across the world to people like you. You may be watching right now through the Pack Theater's feed. If you are, say so in the chat. We love to hear our packies, our pack doodles, our pachydermists.
Packaneers. What the Packers.
That's right. The first thing I said as a nickname reminded me of a thread that actually existed on the Pack Theater's forum where people were talking about how that's potentially an offensive nickname.
A Packy?
Yes. But I don't know too much about that because I'm an educator here in San Antonio and I'm not an improviser, part of the Pack Theater community, so I will proceed. What you are watching here now, my friends, is a seminar all about selling on eBay.com. Now, eBay.com, the world's leading marketplace, of course, for the last 20 plus years. Tom and I are using our combined knowledge to give you a very narrow and focused hands-on workshop that will allow you to leave tonight's program with the power and the knowledge to begin selling your first items and making your first dollars.
Yes. Sorry, I thought you were going to continue your sentence there.
Well, I thought
you were going to throw it to me, but you didn't give me a question to throw it to.
I thought I was going to keep talking to, but then I didn't. So we're both on the same page here, my friend. And now the main gist of the way the seminar works is we have 4 workshop students who will be joining us, brave workshop students, with an item that we've never seen before, but that they would like help appraising for sale on eBay.com. And Tom and I are going to do, to the best of our knowledge and experience, provide them what they need to succeed in their sales. Now, as I look in the chat here, I see some familiar names. I see Sophia Marcus. Welcome, Sophia. I see Animal Crossing, who seems to appear in our student chat very often, although I don't think we've ever met in person. I don't know if they're from San Antonio and have attended an in-person seminar, but welcome, Animal Crossing.
Yep, we got Lucy's talking. We got Carrot Flover. We got Cats It Girl. Cats It Girl. That's my favorite. It's one of my favorite Cat in the Hat books. Is Cats It Girl.
I don't know if I should call out the fact that it is Cat Shit Girl or if I should just jump aboard your interpretation.
I was hoping that you were just going to yes and that one, but you did say you're not an improviser, so I can see why you did do that.
I'm an educator here at the San Antonio Learning Annex, just 13 short blocks away from the San Antonio Riverwalk, where I do my morning stroll. If anyone's ever seen the movie Beauty and the Beast, my mornings are very much like Belle's first stroll through the courtyard. I'll see a man.
Everybody's singing about you and how weird you are for reading books.
That's right. Except instead of bonjour, they say, "Hey there, my friend." The rhythm of the beat for the song is a little thrown off because "Hey there, friend" has a lot more syllables than bonjour. But what's also interesting is we sing it to the tune of "What's This" from Nightmare Before Christmas. So it's not so far off.
All right, that's. I'm gonna need to hear a couple lyrics out of this. I mean, you can't.
Well,
He's also, now that you have the chat on some sort of a screen up above you, and I can see you reading it even more so. Those of you who are new to eBay Power Selling 101, one of the things that Michael does so often is read the chat during the show and completely lock down and get paralyzed by realizing that everybody can see what's going on.
So is this line of vision is distracting? Is it?
It's like basically instead of you doing it direct on camera, where at least there's like you got plausible deniability. Now you're completely looking up like a turkey trying to catch rainwater, and you're just going to drown in all the attention.
Listen, if the last 25 years of Saturday Night Live main stage actors can get away with looking at the cue cards off camera, can't a little old Michael DeWitt just look 2 feet into the air at his adoring students chatting about him?
I suppose so.
Okay, but you asked me something important, and I don't want to lose this because we have some things we have to attend to today. But you wanted to know how it looks for my morning stroll down the San Antonio Riverwalk.
No, I wanted to hear some of the lyrics of the song.
Well, I can't.
And I'll do the musical part.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that I need to move because when I sing this song, I'm moving. I'm on my feet. I'm not stationary.
Fine. Move.
Okay. All right.
All right. Just cue me when you need me to do the musical part. You ready?
Now, what was it I said they said to me? Hey there, guy?
Hey there, friend.
Hey there, friend. Okay. All right. So let's just imagine that I've just stepped from where the tree lines morph into a brick part of the Riverwalk. So I'm exiting the forest portion, and I'm entering the more urban part of the Riverwalk. So I stay here, and I see a baker over here. Hey there, friend. Hey there, friend. There's something in the air. Hey there, friend. Hey there, friend. We are so unaware.
All right.
Was that?
You know
that
what?
Was satisfying.
I was right there. I was right there with you, in the moment, in that morning with you.
Sorry, I was reading the chat. So, something far more important than that act out and what's happening in the chat right now, although we adore our students, is
it's eBay related news.
Right.
Now, I brought this to Michael's attention, and what I learned this week is that eBay, for those of you who are interested in selling items like shoes and sneakers and streetwear and that sort of thing, eBay is now offering an authenticity guarantee for all of your items to make sure you're not getting a fake or fraudulent merchandise.
That's
there.
Right.
And I informed Michael about this, and well, gosh darn it, Michael really did himself one better. It did us one better here at the Learning Annex at Power Selling 101. And we're offering a guarantee. Isn't that right?
That's right. We are offering, and hear me now, because I don't want to say this twice. We are offering a Resplendence guarantee. I want to see this happen on my screen. Hold on.
That's right.
There we go. That was beautiful, my friends. I love that.
Resplendence guarantee. All the items sold on this show are going to be genuine resplendent, as endorsed by the king of resplendence himself, Michael DeWitt. They need the soundbite one more time. That's what they're saying in the chat. Cat's hit girl needs that.
Let's catch
Lucy
it, girl.
is talking. Just said wow, 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 wow.
All right, I'm gonna do it one more time, and I'm gonna turn my sound on because I want to hear this too. There's gonna be a pause as I watch. Oh my gosh, that was very good.
But there is another guarantee that we do have. In case we run up on somebody who has an item that we don't want to put our stamp on, which happens every once in a while, and most of our students are with it, but sometimes we get somebody who's not.
That's right, because student and customer confidence is very important to us. That is why we have this next stamp with disapproval, which I will play now.
And that's what you're going to get if you are doing something bad.
That's right.
You cannot resplendent. You cannot resplendently pitch your item.
Well, technically, we've issued a Resplendence guarantee, which has been voided. So everyone starts with a Resplendence guarantee, and then if you fall short of the threshold, we will void it live on air.
We will. But we do have to certify that you are going to get a Resplendence guarantee.
That's
so
right.
You may get it.
It's
may not.
When a joke is so good, you have to start it 3 times and you keep doing it instead of moving on. It's kind of like, your asshole uncle with his funny joke about how he puts $5 on the table at a restaurant, and then as the waiter keeps making an error, he'll just slowly remove the dollars from this table. It's very much the system we use here. You start with a Resplendence guarantee.
All right. As it goes away, we're not going to leave it on screen the whole time, by the way. Don't worry. We're going to play it only at the end.
There will always be a delay, though, as I sit and watch it.
Are you going to watch it every time you issue the guarantee?
I'll eventually get tired of it, probably after everyone else gets tired of it, but I'll eventually get there. So anyways, if you fall short of it, we will take it away. That's all you need to know. I think we're ready to proceed, right, Tom?
Yeah, we got some students here. I think they're probably, hopefully, confused about what's happened with the Resplendence guarantee, because I did not. I don't know if they know what to expect, but I guess we'll find out, because this is new for this week, so we'll see what they think about it. But we have a bevy of students just itching to get in, pounding at the digital doors, and the first one coming in to show what they've got is Telford Baker. Telford. There you are, Telford.
Hello. Hello there. It's nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Hello. Thank you for being here. We are happy to have you.
Oh, man, I am so excited. So, a little bit about myself. I am living the dream, not to make anyone jealous, but as you can see here, I have my beautiful RV that I now preside in, and I live in the beautiful city of Galveston, Texas.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I love Galveston.
That's right. Very close by. I'm from originally Sugar Land, which is a suburb right outside of Houston, for all you oil fans out there.
Restored by A-Leaf, right?
Yes, very much. Richardson and a couple other places nearby. I mean, like the sugar flows, and nothing
Katy
sweeter
and
than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Sugar Land, Texas, my friend. Just southwest of Houston, Texas, of course.
Of course it is. That's right.
I love going.
Well, I was going to say the Sugar Land.
We're all really excited about Sugar Land, and that's making me a little excited too. So let's.
The Buc-ee's in Sugar Land is by far. I mean, Buc-ee's is a real fine establishment, but the one in Sugar Land has probably got the nicest bathrooms in all of South Texas.
I don't use my bathrooms when I'm in Sugar Land, if you know what I mean.
Only got to go to that Buc-ee's.
You gotta go to that Buc-ee's, man, and that's the number one thing. And especially they got that barbecue and white bread, hors d'oeuvre. That I kill for that.
They're
and I'm a peaceful man.
They're installing bidets at that Buc-ee's.
They are not.
A Buc-ee bidet.
That toilet paper is why I go there. This very disturbing to me.
You can still use toilet paper if you use a bidet. Michael, you seem like a dignified man. You use a bidet?
Have you done that?
I've built my own bidet.
You built your own bidet?
That's right. I built my own bidet. You see,
you went to college, didn't you?
Actually, I nary stepped a foot on a college campus in my entire life.
So much respect for another man.
Except for one time.
Okay.
When I needed to get a a catheter tube to build this bidet that I was, and the only place I could find it, they were sold out because there was a rubber shortage. So I went onto Galveston.
Go on.
I went onto the campus
I get emotional when I talk about Galveston too, so take your time. It's not a problem.
of the Galveston School of Medicine, and part of the University of Texas Medical Branch, of course. And I asked them, can I use a catheter? I'm creating my own bidet. I've got the pump source. I have a little hand steam engine I purchased on eBay from a very reliable seller in Port Orford, Oregon. All I need is this catheter because I need something for the water to travel through before it hits my little thing. And you know what they told me?
Wait, does it hit your little? I thought it's supposed to clean your butthole.
Yeah, is it hitting your little thing or your butt?
I mean, that's a cool bidet, but I don't think that is.
I'm
Unless
realizing
you also have a tiny butthole that we don't know about.
Maybe that's true, and there's no judgment here.
I'm realizing now that I've spoken way too much about myself. Of course, Telford is the subject of this segment. Let's rewind.
I mean, we
the
can talk
tapes.
about whatever. I'm down for whatever, but
Telford, my handsome friend, you're living the dream.
I'm living the dream. You know, like I live in my RV and stuff, but see, I've come to a complicated place recently. See, what I do is I'm a door-to-door salesman of above-ground pools.
All right.
Above ground pools. All right, now we're talking.
Above that, and that's exactly why I got into the business. There's nothing more exciting than an above-ground pool.
It's absolutely true. I love a pool. My least favorite thing about a pool is when it's so deep that you can't stand more than waist high and spill beverages.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's the thing about it above ground. Like, you can put as much or little water you want into that, and you can have a good time no matter what.
You know who did not have a good time in an above-ground pool? The girl from It Follows, the horror film from 6 years ago.
That was
Oh,
a below ground pool.
Was it?
that's
the
why
one
you go
that's-
above. That is why you go above.
Yeah, an above ground pool, the monster's not going to have enough room to jump around and swim around.
All right.
A below ground pool, she got too much depth, especially Olympic sized. Oh, God.
Okay, you know
Who
what?
needs an Olympic sized below ground pool?
That was my
Unless you have
mistake.
an Olympic like monster like going after you. If they've done gymnastics, then you're screwed. But like other than that, you're very much protected in an above ground pool.
Well, that's good to know. So I imagine business must be good for you.
Well, so see, here's the thing. That actually, funny enough, that was one of my sales pitches. Did very well, but like
That the It
see,
Follows curse will not be able to access you if you're in an above-ground pool.
there's just no way. Science has proven that it is just not possible, along with physics, to get to boot. You know, and that's the most. I mean, I have a family. I know what it's like. You know, so. But here's the thing: I'm door to door, and right now it can't really go door to door. The beautiful thing about door to door is you could take a sneak peek into the backyard. Then you know if they've got one or not. You know what I'm
Interesting.
saying?
True. Or
If they
the front
don't-
yard is a place where I often see an above ground pool.
Gold. That is gold, my friend. If you get it a front yard and you see there, you know right away you can just move on. Sometimes, though, I do actually knock on their door and let them know that they're living the sweet life, though. And that's how you get those other customers. Because sometimes you need an above ground spa.
Oh, that's a very good point.
You know, that hot and cold. Like you go in the cold, you get in the hot, and it's all safely above ground. None of it is under the ground.
Okay.
Now,
So my problem has been that since I can't do door to door, I got to do that dang thing on the internet.
how has the translation from door to door above-ground pool sales translated to this digital version?
Because I've been just going on Zoom and just showing this kind, like this is the actual pool water, believe it or not.
That's right.
It may be disappearing in the background, but there is actual pool water right in front of me, you know,
Now-
and it's safe.
I do want to say, Michael, I have been proven wrong by Carrie the Self-Care Fairy, who did inform me that there is an above-ground pool and It Follows, and I double-checked, and you guys are both correct. So I just want to say my own hubris got in the way there. That's just my love of above-ground pools shining through and not wanting anybody else to have them but myself. But, I mean, that's counterintuitive to what Telford here is offering.
Of course.
Thank you, Carrie, for filling us in on the factual truths. Telford,
There's nothing better for sales than factual truth. So
Telford,
I appreciate that.
how do I know that that's pool water in that glass?
How do you know? How do you know what's? That's a great, actually a very good question. I never thought about that. What I can tell you is that if I try to drink this, it's not going to be pleasant for me. So watch those.
So this is
Oh, nope,
Okay.
you can't. Oh, you can't drink that.
so
Can-
is that water?
Oh.
Is that water? Because when I think pool water, I think pool water is any kind of water. Any water can be pool water. It's like how any square is a rectangle. But
Yeah.
is that pool water that's been inside of a pool already, or is it yet to go in a pool?
It was in a pool for about 10 years untreated.
Oh,
So
okay. I see.
I do not feel good. But the customer must always be right, and I need to lead them in the right way. And that, oh my God.
So you've proven to me without a shadow of a doubt that that is indeed pool water.
Yep. And you would definitely want to swim in it.
Yeah,
Now-
I buy that 100%. I feel that. God, I feel your disgust the same way I feel disgust whenever I drink pool water by mistake.
That's what I'm saying.
The next question.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Next question I have as a potential consumer of your services are: what if I'm much more fond of my bottom half than my top half? Is there a way I can use an above-ground pool that highlights my favorite half to my neighbors and friends?
I got some PVC pipe you could affix to your face that comes out on the bottom. That way, then when you're upside down, you just handstand it. I've got clients like this all the time. They dress themselves up top, nothing on bottom, and I'm not going to be there to judge anyone. I'm just there with the PVC pipe making a snorkel from my RV. Just you can't see it right here, but I got a whole workshop that way.
So this rig you've constructed with a PVC pipe works a lot like deep sea divers from the turn of the century, where two people need to be operating it. The person in the PVC pipe suit underwater, and then there needs to be like an assistant on the edge of your RV or boat, sort of operating a hand crank, pushing.
I will be honest, it is for couples. Like it's definitely not. It's not for the bachelor.
The bachelor pool user. Yeah,
you could possibly pay someone. To pump for you.
My big question is, if you're selling above ground pool merchandise on eBay, because I will say this: we're running out of time on the segment here, but I do have because above ground pools do have a good market on eBay. Like you could sell an above ground pool, even one that's got bad reviews, for at least $350. So I wonder what the market is if you team up with one of these pool sellers and sell your pools and your pool accoutrement.
That's not a bad idea. This isn't broadcasting out to other pool salesmen, right? Like this is between us. This is
No, we have a very strict firewall in place at the San Antonio Learning Annex, and it applies to the Pack Theater's restream and redigitization of this program. Any IP addresses that belong to people and competitors in the pool sphere will be filtered out. They cannot access this. In fact, want me to show you what they see? If they try to access the feed?
All of this I have not understood.
That's what they see right there.
I have a big
okay.
Listen, I got a pretty big working knowledge of everybody who's ever stepped foot inside my local Leslie's Pool Supplies, Telford. So if I see anybody in the chat with the same name as regular over at Leslie's, they're getting right out of there, because we're here to make sure you get to sell your power, and your power is in your pool and pool accoutrement.
Thank you, because the most anyone's ever paid for these pools is $50, so $300. I mean, that would change my life. Literally, I would be able to get groceries. I'm just saying, it's like that kind of. So I just want to make sure no one else is hearing this, because I desperately want that money.
Well, let's just say I see some bugles and an Asian pear in your future, my friend.
Whoa, wow, is that
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. But you know what? God bless you. You know.
I have a question, Michael. So it seems that Telford does have two items to sell. I know it's a little out of our league, but it seems like both these items are sound, especially if you partners up with an above ground pool salesman on eBay. So
That's right.
do we get the Resplendence guarantee for Telford's pool water and for his PVC system, so you can show off your bottom half?
Well, let's go to the. I was going to say the censors, but let's go to the judges. Does Telfer get an approval for? Yes, he does. Congratulations, Telfer. Your Resplendence guarantee was not voided.
Well, this is a beautiful moment for me. I really appreciate it, and I just thank you. Like I can't wait to see all the bottoms up.
Great work, Telford.
Thank you.
Have a good
Thank
rest
you
of
so
your
much.
evening, my friend.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You have a good night now.
Now, that went resoundingly well. I was very happy with that first segment. What a wonderful student. We were able to really set them on a path to victory here. A path which I hope we can continue with our next student, Tom.
I hope we can too. I'm very excited to bring on a second student, and hopefully they can meet our Resplendence guarantee. I'm going to invite them in now. Say hello, Michael, to Sugar Knight.
Hello, friend.
There's Sugar.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I'm doing resplendent, Sugar.
I'm swell.
Dope.
How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just out here in these streets.
Oh, really? Are these, where do you live? I know a lot of places are quite cold these days.
Well, I'm in New York, but I don't know if you guys know. You guys might be familiar with my brother, Suge Knight. He's in jail for some things he may or may not have done.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course, yes. He is probably any VH1 documentary I saw from the year 1999 to 2005 included an anecdote about how he held Vanilla Ice over a balcony by his ankles.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of
Like,
course.
Allegedly. I would never say that he did or did not. But that's why I go by Suge Knight. You know, I'm taking over Death Row, and we ain't gonna go by Death Row because that sounds deadly. No one wants to die. We just gonna be just Ho Records.
Ho Records.
No, Ho, HOE, because we out here. I'm so.
Oh, well,
Okay.
congratulations. You are resuscitating what was once one of the elite rap and hip hop record labels of the 90s.
You're right, but that's why I'm here. That's why I'm fucking with y'all, cause I need to sell this. I need to sell this jacket. I'm trying to sell this pet jacket because I need a new one.
Sure, I'll tell you what. You already got a lot of people in the chat who are fans of that jacket, and that jacket's going to sell like hotcakes stuff. But we're here to try and help you power sell. So a power seller has some details about the thing. That's where you paint the picture for the buyers. So tell us a little bit more. Where did the jacket come from? Why is it special to you? It looks fantastic, but what's got the essence? Why do people need this jacket?
Listen, so when my brother allegedly was out here choking bitches, this was his jacket, and he gave it to me. Well, he gave me all his shit because he went to jail, so he didn't really give it to me. But like, what's he gonna do with a jacket in prison?
Right.
Nothing. So ownership is like 9/10 of the law or some shit. So it's mine. But it's been like a lot. Like, y'all remember when Biggie got shot?
I do remember. I watched VH1 from 1998 to 2005.
This jacket was in the trunk. Like, this jacket was there. Like, in the trunk. But like, so what I'm saying is, it got history, man.
Now, Suge Knight, I see that you're on a mission here to sort of recreate and reimagine your brother's history, basically, and his businesses. Before we, fully are able to help you, I would just like to know a little bit more about the man named Suge Knight and maybe some things you are alleged to have done.
I don't want to say what I have or haven't done, but I'm Suge Knight. I'm trying to bring diversity into hip hop.
Right?
Sign gay motherfuckers because I'm gay.
Right,
That's
of
why
course.
I'm Suge Knight because sugar, tea, sweet, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just out here pimping, fucking bitches, and by bitches I mean men, not
That's
women.
right.
I respect women.
It could be used for. It's a versatile term. Language evolves. Language isn't fixed, so bitches can mean men's.
You were right, but I'm not trying to incriminate myself and tell y'all about the hoes I have on the streets. Like, listen, just know that this jacket has seen some shit.
Right. So
Like,
and it might have drugs in it.
If there was some alleged shit that it had seen, what maybe could there be out there besides, we already know what Suge maybe did. What about Suge Up? Maybe.
All right. I feel what you're saying. Listen, 50 Cent got shot 9 times. Now, I'm not going to say if I had anything to do with that. I'm not going to say if me and 50 were an item or nothing. I'm not going to spread those rumors. But just know it would have been 8, but it was 9.
Okay. Interesting. Wow. Sugar, would you say that 50 Cent is a bitch?
Listen, I wouldn't say it publicly because, I can't fight, but I would think it. I would think it.
All right.
So here's the deal, Sugar. That coat you're wearing was present at the scene of the crime when Biggie was killed. Allegedly. Which means that it probably was worn at some point in time or handled extensively by the Los Angeles Police Department. Now, what I want to know is, can this jacket allegedly be that missing DNA link that finally outs Whit? Now, as I'm saying it out loud, I'm realizing I can't fight either, and I don't know if I want to dig up a pretty deep conspiracy theory involving a corrupt police department. Tom?
Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell people they should watch Unsolved, available on Netflix if they want to get more info about the police department.
That's right.
Allegedly involved. What I will say, Sugar, I think you might have to get in touch there. I looked here on eBay. I looked up Suge Knight memorabilia. Somebody is beating you to the punch on Suge Knight memorabilia. I'm looking here. They've got Death Row Records vintage stationery, Death Row Records vintage business cards, Death Row Records vintage mailers. They've got Corrupt's original contract.
They have the actual document that he signed?
The actual document going for $1,500. They got Suge Knight's original Bentley invoice.
Go ahead and run me that email address associated with that, please.
Yeah, I'm looking that up right now. It looks like the username is Sincere Prof. So I'm going to take a look there. But yeah, you you clearly have somebody in the inside there who's taken some advantage of property that allegedly belongs to you or your brother. So you got to figure out something to do about that. And I think that selling that jacket there is going to be a good way to finance whatever you decide to do, if you catch my drift.
Nah, I got people that can handle that. I just need to get the information and I'll talk to them myself, and I'm sure we can come to an agreement, a fair agreement. Maybe they'll keep their toes, maybe they won't.
You can always confront them in a Las Vegas hotel room with ammunition on you. That never goes wrong for anyone in retrieving things that belong to themselves.
Right. Or
Suge Knight don't get dirty.
That's right.
No. Suge Knight would never go to the Peterson Automotive Museum and do anything untoward there.
I would never hunt down that person's email address and find them. I wouldn't do it personally, but I don't know what Tyrone might do. That's between him and whatever email I sent to him after this is over.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to help you out here because you have all of the instincts of a power seller, and I think you're going to have a long and illustrious career in the record industry, and you're going to be bolstered by your abilities on the eBay as well. Michael, does Suge Knight and his jacket, does that get the Resplendence guarantee?
Now,
Yeah, Michael, what are you thinking?
Now, Sugar, I just want to let you know that if you or your brother decide that you want to make some extra money on the side, I am looking for someone to hold my legs upside down into an above ground pool, and a second person to operate the hand crank that powers air through the PVC pipe into my mouth. That's not totally related to anything we've been talking about. I just want to throw that out there if you need some extra money.
Listen, we don't fuck with assisted suicide. That's not our thing.
Fair enough. Does Suge Knight get the Resplendence guarantee? There's only one way to find out, my friend. And there's only one way for me to watch it, my friends.
It's there. That's the Resplendence guarantee for Suge Knight and Suge Knight's jacket. Congratulations, Suge.
I appreciate it, y'all. That's why I fuck with you.
You've got a lot of people in the chat who fuck with y'all too, so thank you so much for coming through.
Peace out, Sugar. I didn't want to get into it, but a lot of what his issues seem to be are that he hasn't changed the locks on the death row offices. It seems that someone has access and is sort of pilfering most of the valuables that are left that haven't been liquidated as of yet.
I mean, I would say go check out whoever runs the storage unit for Death Row Records. But who am I to suggest things that might be able to help track down somebody who's selling things that don't belong to them? That's not my prerogative. My prerogative is introducing new students.
That's right.
Power Selling 101, and we have another new student. It's all new students tonight, babe.
Oh.
I got a little Porky Pigged out there for a second. We have our next student.
Hey there, friend. There's a student coming on. Hey there, friend. Hey there, friend. Is there screaming camera and audio on? Is there...
It's Red.
Hello, I'm here.
Hey,
sorry,
Red.
I just hacked into the San Antonio Apple store.
What?
It's quite dead this time of year. You know, it's past the holidays, so I had to jam the lock. So sorry I'm late. I'm glad to be here tonight.
No, it's okay. We're happy to have you in here. You do. Wow, I really admire your ability to jack into the net.
Well, yes, see, in the year 3031, everyone has the ability to, as you say, jack into the net. But I come to you guys in desperate need, truly. I really got to get out of town. I really got to, get away from this hellscape that is Cyberland here. So if you guys could help me get some money so I can sell on eBay, I really need the
please.
help.
You're talking to two people who, in our time, have been trapped in our own digital mainscape. So we understand the urgency that you're sensing there.
Perfect.
You ever fuck around in the Java tricks, Ren, or have you gone past that in your time?
Well, here in the year 3031, 1,000 years ahead, did you say JavaScript? Is that right? We don't know what
the Java tricks. I think it's a JavaScript matrix.
Oh, copy that, brother. Yes, no, we do jump around from time to time between code languages, but most people mostly communicate through a microchip in the finger, and we simply touch that other person with their microchip. It's very efficient,
Oh, wow.
It's really amazing. You'd see how far we've come since the year 2020.
And that's how you guys trade Wi-Fi passwords and contacts?
It's brilliant. We could, send porn through the finger. It's crazy convenient. I am astounded at the technical advances that we've had.
Well, congratulations on the grander successes of the future. I'm sorry to hear about your personal quandary that you're in right now.
Yes.
We'd love to help you.
Yes, please. How can we help?
My car has run out of gas, and so I really need to fill up, so this money's going to really help me. I have an item here that I need a lot of help selling. So as you see, it's a spherical gold object, but it's not no ordinary spherical gold object. It is the heart of the Cyberpunk king, and it is also One moment, my gloves are a bit stiff. It's also lip balm.
Oh my gosh.
And,
Wow.
yes.
I have here in front of me, you're talking to a lip balm enthusiast.
Wow. Wow. What does that say? Does that
This
say?
is a Vaseline lip therapy cocoa butter.
Oh, okay. We should have those. I'm surprised they didn't last through the test of time. We have more of a digital way of replenishing lip balm, if you know what I catch my drift. With the chip. Yes.
Well, first off,
Chip right on the lip. A lip chip? Okay.
I just want to send my condolences to the Cyberpunk King. I'm sorry to hear that he's passed and that his heart is outside of his body.
Yes, it was a big tragedy, and I have to say, I didn't mean to take it out of him. I just was trying to give him a nice fist bump, like we do still nowadays,
Right.
and I grabbed his heart, and I ran because I was terrified. So I really need to get this off my hands as soon as I can.
All
Well,
right.
I'm
going to start doing some research. Michael,
do.
sorry to interrupt. You go ahead.
I just want to say that in our time, we had two heroes in our past named Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco. And when they succeeded, they would give each other that fist bump.
Yes.
However, with the limited technology we had, there was never any risk of accidentally pulling one of their hearts out of each other. But I do want to show you something. Are you familiar with what this is?
That looks to be a cyber pacifier, is that correct?
That's right. It's a prototype I'm working on.
Pass the saber.
What's funny about this is that I believe at some point in the future, the digital DNA in this will be able to create its own alternate mainscape where people will be able to touch each other's fingers to send each other pornographic images.
Is it you? You're the inventor of this microchip. You were
What's
the
that?
one that put it in my finger. Is that what you're saying? Is that you're the one that invented this whole microscopic porn sending finger chip that has brought me a lot of joy?
Oh, no, I was just showing you a prototype. I'm hoping that one day this
pardon me.
could be nearly as successful as the fully realized cyberpunk scape that is your existence now. The only
I
thing
hope
I've
it
ever
is well.
invented was a handmade bidet.
Well, that could be quite useful for getting the behind.
Yeah,
You
when
know,
it hits
we
your
haven't
little
figured
thing
out
and it keeps it
things.
nice and clean.
Do y'all still have buttholes in the future, Ren?
We do have buttholes, and some people have more than one, and it's quite a good time. There's a lot of bussy about, if you catch my drift. Yes,
Okay.
People have developed multiple buttholes because they've found that you can shit in multiple ways. You can shit the regular old way, which is just, as you guys already know what that is, it's shitting. And
That's
then
right.
you can also shit things that are, recycling. Say you eat an apple. It comes out new again, and you can eat it again. It's a wonderful, wonderful invention, the double butthole.
So interesting. So you still have OkCupid in that time, and you have weird people who you go on a date with, and then you find out that they compost.
Yes. There's been a lot of developments. I have to say, this year has been really awesome for us for technical advancements. But I know you guys are having a tough year, but trust me, it gets better. There's 2 buttholes per person, if you wish.
I hope
That's-
to. Yeah.
I mean, that's just a great. That really does give me hope. I feel like I'm going to be able to live brighter knowing that I can have the option of getting another butthole installed sooner rather than later.
If only we could sell buttholes on eBay.
Can you show me
Maybe
the
next
heart?
year.
Do what?
Can you show me the Cyberpunk King's heart once more?
Yes. It is right here. If you
That
could take a look
looks-
at it.
Here's I'm gonna suggest something wild to you, Ren, based on how that looks. Because if you try to sell something like that, even as a lip balm, it's not going to do so well. And body parts don't sell so hot on eBay either. But I have an idea.
What's that?
Are you familiar with the Fushigi contact juggling magic gravity ball?
No, but it sounds delightful.
It is delightful. It's a ball that looks a lot like the thing you have there. And you use it, and basically you juggle around with your hands, and it looks like it's some sort of a magic.
Is that still amusing to you guys? I can do that now if you wish.
See,
It's
that's
just like what you described.
you put a video of you selling something, of you doing that, and you sell that as a Fushigi type ball.
Yes.
Don't say Fushigi because that is a brand and they might come after you. But if you say a Fushigi type, I think you could sell that for at least $40.
Wow.
And that's
Well-
just in our dollars. And I assume that's probably worth a lot more in your time.
Right, and I'm trying to fill my gas tank, and I think $40 could get me about a gallon and a half, which could get me to the highway, and then I'll go find another way to make money, I guess so. But that gets me at least a distance ahead. So yes, gas prices have gone up as well. I hate to say that, but I guess I still have gas.
How much does gas cost?
Well, with $40, I can get a gallon and a half of gas. So if you do the math right, that is more than $20 per gallon. So it is quite a steep price, but also minimum wage has gone up to $25 in a thousand.
Oh, fascinating.
So maybe we could catch up with it. I don't know.
Can I ask you a favor, Ren?
Yes.
Can you do that demonstration again with the ball? But
Yes.
can you add in something for me? And this is inspired by I Miss Alyssa in the chat, her comment. Can you also do the thing where your feet are together, and then from behind it looks like you're raising both your feet off the ground, like you're levitating?
Yeah. I for you guys, I'm gonna try my darndest. If I could, get a little bit of a support from you guys on
Yes.
how to do this. So if I'm sitting and I have the ball in front of me, I want my feet to come up behind me, right? Is that what you were saying?
No, but I'd like to see that more. Thank you.
Well, in the year 3031, no one is flexible. We're all sitting still, but I will do my best. Let's see.
All right.
Let me grab an item. Or I'll just, feet look different nowadays.
Now
They
I
look
just
like hands.
I have my
so-
finger hovering over the Resplendence guarantee button and the voided Resplendence guarantee button, and how this goes will dictate the fate of your guarantee. So,
Well, I cannot let Alyssa down. I must do the thing. So let's just say this is my foot. Yes. The cyberspace is forgiving.
oh my gosh.
And I'm very flexible. Here we go. Oh, and I've dropped the chopstick. Oh, here we go. Is this kind of what you were looking for?
Yes, actually, it's better than what I was looking for. I was thinking of a David Blaine locker room trick he'd scare the Dallas Mavericks with, but what you've shown me is even better. It's classic, the Naked Gun, multiple hands comedy.
The
Yeah,
craziest thing that was happening as you were doing that is my mouse cursor was going all over the screen as soon as you started doing that.
My
It must be some
apologies.
future stuff.
It was some future stuff. The static electricity is insane nowadays, so that was me sending you a virtual hug, brother.
Well, let me send you something virtually. Here we go, my friends. There we go. Congratulations,
is.
Ren. You've gotten the Resplendence guarantee.
Yes. All right, I cannot wait to make some money on this and get along with my day, run away from the world, and continue to be a cyber.
Yeah, and one
Ren,
last
congratulations.
favor. Can we try something? Can you touch my finger, please? Oh my gosh.
Did you see that?
Let's just say that the ethics of the future are a lot more loose than the ethics we have here in the year 2020.
That is the
Allegedly.
truth. That is the truth. Thank you for understanding, and I hope to see you guys in the future sometime. Hopefully you make it 1,000 years, huh?
Well,
I
we'll
hope
try.
so. I mean, I might have to. Thank you so much, Ren. We'll see you on the flippity flop in the next millennia.
Oh, good riddance. Goodbye.
Man, that made me miss the Java tricks. I kind of
It
want to jump back in there, see if we get. Are you all right? You seem like you had a little bit of like time lag from touching the future and back.
Well, what happened was I got 4 gigabytes of pretty raunchy stuff implanted into my finger there, and as I was going through, I started to question my own existence. So, we have 3
Did
students.
you get any? Wait, sorry. I just want to unpack that a little bit. Did you say you question your own existence because did you get some like filth of yourself from the future in that gigabyte dump?
Let's just say the last 2 gigabytes were exclusively me. Staring. You would you okay?
Oh.
Now you've seen both my halves there, Tom. My favorite half and my top half as well.
I gotta kind of taste panties.
Let's just say that
Oh.
tasting pennies is a classic symptom of someone having a stroke.
I thought that was smelling bread, but maybe I hit a different part of my brain. That's
Well,
what maybe
bread
hit
is
me like
bread
a
is
left
if
brain stroke.
let's just say bread is what you smell if you're having a stroke, and pennies is what you taste if you're having a stroke.
I think my brain just needs to process all that, which is perfect timing for our final student.
Perfect. Let's bring them on.
Oh, I gotta figure out what their name is. It's Monty Rockefeller. Hello, Monty.
How do you turn this thing on? It is oh.
Hello, my friend. Do you hear my voice?
Hello there. It's me, Monty Rockefeller. Nice to be here. Big fun. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for coming on the
Yeah.
program. We do appreciate your volume and voice. And
You got a lot of spunk to you.
yes, Monty, how are you doing? You look somewhat in disarray, my friend.
Some would say I'm doing quite well, and I would say very right.
Some would say you're doing quite well, and in response, you would say quite right.
I would say very right.
They're right.
Oh, okay.
Very right. If I was speaking to the person, I would say, you're right. I'm doing quite well.
Ask me how we're doing.
How are you doing today? Happy, what is it? New Year's Eve?
Almost. It's
So-
New Year's. I'll tell
yeah.
you what. It's almost New Year's Eve here in
That's right.
Texas, where we're broadcasting
good.
from. Where
Uh,
are you from? I can't quite place where your accent's from.
Well, you see, I was born in Melbourne, Australia when I was a baby, and at a very young age, I was adopted and then raised in Las Vegas, Nevada.
you do have a vague Australian accent mixed with the boisterousness of a carnival barker outside of a medium
Or
quality
a
strip
craps
club.
dealer.
That's right.
You really know how to make a guy blush.
Yeah, you sound like a guy I met at Binion's.
Who?
Roger at Binion's. You know him?
Roger Binion's.
$5 table.
Nah, never heard of him. Is he handsome?
Yeah, he was real handsome. He had a pretty chiseled jawline. He had a
That's
good
right. Ah, that's
hairline. All the lines in and around his face were good.
Nice.
So,
Very cool.
Monty, you've been in your You've been in your bathroom for the last hour, waiting to appear on our program.
That's correct. I've been fighting a serious bout of constipation for the past 3 weeks.
Is that what happened to your neck? Did you hurt your neck in the midst of trying to take a big old dump?
No, that happened before. I fell down a staircase.
Oh no!
Oh.
Very keen observation.
It's me, Joe Biden, who picked that up in the chat. I couldn't tell. I thought that was. There's a lot going on with you visually, and it's hard to sort of unpack.
Is there a chat that? Is there a chat? I don't have access to the chat anywhere.
Don't worry about it. I feel like looking at you. I feel like I'm looking at one of those magic eye paintings where you just have to like cross your eyes until you can see the whole thing.
Keep looking. You'll find something you like.
What I quite like is the Chewbacca outfit you're wearing underneath your Henley tee. That's just
Chewbacca. That's just my natural essence.
Well, Monty, it sounds like you have one more issue other than your 3-week constipation and falling down the stairs and having been raised on the streets of Las Vegas that we can help with.
Streets? No, I grew up in a 2-story house off of First and Main. It was a duplex. The upstairs neighbor, she was an old lady, and she partnered with a real estate agent to try and drive my parents out of the bottom half of the duplex.
Bottom halves. They seem to have a lot going on today.
Who?
We're selling. Sorry, that one's just for me and Michael there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Now, Monty. Oh, sorry, Michael. You look like you were about to say something. Go for it.
I was just going to bring things back on track by making a reference to the film The Land of Sand and Fog, which starred Ben Kingsley.
The House of Sand and Fog?
What did I say?
The Land.
The House of Sand and Fog, starring Sir Ben Kingsley and Jennifer. What's her last name?
Lawrence?
No,
Shore
Aniston.
Agadashlu?
no. My friends in the chat fill me in on
Love
which
Hewitt?
Jennifer it is. No, and in that, it's not Love Hewitt. In this film, it involves real estate and people.
It is Connolly.
Jennifer Connelly. That's right. That's
And
right.
Shore Agadashlu was in this movie also.
Perfect. Now, my friend, your parents were a house of sand and fogged.
Who?
Mhm.
What?
Do you have an item that you
Go ahead.
are planning to sell on eBay, my friend? Anything
An
on your
item?
mind?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay. You see, I have this djembe that was my old drummer's djembe. He left it in my garage over the summer, and I haven't heard from him since. And since then, I decided to bring my bond back onto another comeback tour. So I need the funds
Your
Oh,
mom?
to make my band come back together.
What is the name of your band, and what kind of music do you play with that drum there?
Christian glam rock. The name of the band is Monty Rockefeller.
So you're kind of like a non-gender bending but equally weird David Bowie.
If you want to put me in a category, then sure.
Well,
That
I'm
sounds
just-
about right.
I'm putting- I'm
Monty
putting you in.
seems
Yeah.
categorically uncategorizable.
Well,
Thank you.
as a person he is, however, his philosophy that he's attached onto the glam rock is very categorized, I'd say. But here's what I want to know, Monty.
I'll tell you anything.
Do you trust yourself back out on the road with your band?
Are you calling me unreliable?
I'm just saying, you seem to have a routine right now that might keep you grounded. You seem to, you have this bathroom that you spend a lot of time in. And I'm imagining you out in the world in Montreal, Baltimore, Vermont, Galveston, Texas. And
Monty.
I just want to make sure that you are able to, you're able to be.
If you're in love with me, you can just say it, Michael. You don't have to sugarcoat it. Don't have to
Well-
beat around the bush.
I mean, Monty, Michael really is kind of beating around the bush. I actually saw the footage of you and Michael in the film Beating Around the Bush. It was one of the titles that got downloaded just now, and I don't know why you guys haven't brought it up at all yet. Like there's been a weird tension that's happened this whole time you've been on screen, and I think it's because neither you want to acknowledge that you sweetly embraced each other.
That's right. I'll come clean. Michael and I were in a committed relationship for 3 years, and now I'm back. And he invited me back on this show. He told me the other day that he invited me back on the show because he still has feelings for me. And Michael, I'm here to tell you that it's not going to happen. All right?
Please, Monty. Monty, I apologize, Monty. It was rude of me to act as if I was a stranger while making very personal barbs at your appearance and attitude. I just don't know what to do with myself. I've been remiss. I've felt withdrawals from you. It's been a while since I wrapped your headband around my little thing.
He's talking about his hand. What's that he say? His thing.
I'm just saying that I like wearing parts of you on me, and it's been a long time. I feel naked, although I am wearing clothes. What is it? What do I got to do?
Ooh, I'm gonna leave you two alone for a second here.
Please don't.
No,
Tom,
I just don't want to
please
get in the way. I'm stuck in the middle of all this tension. I don't want to. Oh, I'm just gonna pretend I'm not here. Pretend I got earmuffs on.
Michael, that was the best thing you never had. Remember that?
Monty, we never actually made physical contact, but we got very close, and we were able to finish our duties pretty well despite that. And I just want to know how do you feel about perhaps taking a ferry to Galveston Island?
Sounds like my worst nightmare, to be honest.
Really? There's dolphins there, babe.
Yeah, I like the dolphins, but you're not a dolphin. What can I say? You're Michael DeWitt, DeMonte, DeMarco.
Now, I should state that I had these relations with a previous Monty. The spirit
And you
of,
were a previous Michael.
That's right. Our souls were in other physical vessels. That's why I said we never physically touched. Our previous vessels touched. I am not a dolphin.
God, that's just a nice looking djembe.
I'm remembering the circus, 1925. Play that again. It takes me back, my friend. I remember you had one of those box cars, and you were rolling it on the sidewalk outside the circus, and it rolled into the gutter. And I had some Cracker Jacks that I fashioned the bag into a rope to get the boxcar out of the gutter, my friend.
You're doing great. Really something.
Monty, I don't hear Monty anymore.
He said keep going. He's
Oh.
playing it real soft.
I can't hear him anymore. Where did he go?
Oh, now I can't hear him at all. Uh-oh. Well, that's probably a good... Oh, there we go. I was going to say that might be a good sign because we do need to move on. I let you guys have your little connection moment there.
That's
And
right.
Monty,
Wait.
I'm going to pass you along afterwards. But don't worry, that djembe, that's worth at least $500.
I might do microphone with that.
That's a good idea. And buy yourself some X-Lax, brother.
X-Lax, the spot. X-Lax, the
sorry.
spot.
I'm sorry, Monty. I hate to do this to you, my friend.
Oh, that's a tough break. Can't.
What
Not
happened?
resplendent. You got a non-resplendence guarantee. I think
He's
you
still
got.
upset. He's still upset. What can I say?
I was just gonna say. I think it's a little personal there, but oof.
Listen, I'll tell you the real story once Monty's off screen.
Monty, that resplendence void guarantee. The voided guarantee does mean that you must leave. And best of luck to you, but we cannot endorse your item. But you can sell it for probably the most expensive out of all the products that we've had on the show today. So good for you, at least.
I'm the real winner.
That would have been so... If he had exited right after he said he was the real winner.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Ow.
I thought he was coughing because of the COVID, but I think after that stunt, he might be coughing from his own butt fumes.
I have a serious gout in my stomach that has filled my gut microbiome full of bile.
That gut gout.
Gut gout. Tom's familiar.
Well, Monty, I wish you well, and I wish
you.
Hmm?
Wish you well too. What could I say? Have a great New Year.
Happy New Year, Monty.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Everyone
Monty.
in the chat wish Monty a Happy New Year here.
Something allergies and the gout in the stomach has really caused me to become quite the cougher now.
Well, I hope you solve this swelling that you seem to be having in your stomach, and I hope that it produces a bowel movement soon, my friend. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you for having me, everybody. Big fans of the show. Keep up the good work and everything. If you're ever in Las Vegas, please hit me up for free tickets to go see my show on the Bellagio floor. It's happening every Saturday night, 7 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. 2 drink minimum. So make sure you bring your wallet full of cash because they're taking it out there. Anything else?
Is there anything else?
Got anything else?
I
Huh?
don't have anything else.
Tom, it's good to hear from you.
It's good to hear from you
Wait,
too, Monty. Although
what do I do now?
now you mute your video again, so
Was everyone waiting on me to do the next thing here? Is that how it works?
yeah. That's
Sorry for taking everyone hostage with the amount of time I had.
Monty. Sorry about that, Tom.
it's all right.
Just
Monty.
met myself, is that right? Thank you for having me, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy
Michael,
New Year.
I'll see you next time.
See you next time, Monty.
Oh man.
Sorry about
was
that,
like-
Tom.
That was oh my god.
Can I just because I don't want anyone to be in the dark here. Monty is actually an actor named Trevor Goodrich, who I took a 4-week clowning class with. And in this 4-week clowning class, we had to come up with a backstory for each other. We were partners. And it was that we lived in the 1920s, that our souls were occupying other corporeal bodies, and that we met when his boxcar fell into a gutter. And at certain points during the workshop, it was so intense that we lost track of what was creation and what was real. So our memories are permanently fused together with the imagination that was thrust upon us by
Yourselves.
and a teacher who did not know boundaries.
That's what I like about you though, Michael, is you do know boundaries. You learn from those mistakes.
That's right. I try to learn from my mistakes, both real and imagined, and I think it's led me to where we are now here, Tom, which is at the very end of this program. We've issued 3 Resplendence guarantees and 1 voided Resplendent guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's a 75% ratio. We're hoping
That's a solid C.
That's a solid C. We're hoping to get it up to 100%, although perfection is the enemy of progress.
Honestly, 75%, that's lower than what our class is rated, which is 3 out of 4 stars. Class rate 3.5.
We've got to work on this. My friends, thank you for joining us. This has been eBay Power Selling 101, seminar all about selling on eBay. We've offered you the best we can do as far as education. Now it's your time to take what you've learned, to acquire your own power, and unleash it upon the world like a thunderbolt from the hand of Zeus, crashing upon an unsuspecting and undeserved village in a much catastrophic manner. And I do want to also remind everyone that we do have new t-shirts at powerselling101.com. And as always, we do have the Performer Tip Jar. On Venmo, you can send to @powerselling101, and all the money that rolls in, and boy does it roll in, will be distributed evenly amongst all of our students you've seen here today. So if you've learned a lesson, especially from someone, go ahead and send a tip, and in the notes, let us know what you're appreciative of.
We should have said that at the very beginning of the show. I'm just realizing we got caught up in the Resplendence guarantee, and
That's
I think we glossed over a lot of the nuts and bolts of what happens when you do a show on the internet. But that's neither here nor there. We're moving on and upward to another year and another new us, my man.
That's right. I was looking at the chat, so I didn't hear anything you said. But Tom, that's neither here nor there.
The chat is up there. That's the thing we know for sure.
That's right. I also have the chat on a second screen here,
So
and
you
also
can
up here.
be distracted twice as long.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. SanAntonioLearningAnnex.com for more classes. Thank you to the Carter Silk family, the Apple Pear County Fair, and the new Mervyn Store Card for their generous grant, which has made this course free for everyone watching.
And thank you to Generous Grant, who was one of my favorite dealers over at Binion's. He was great.
That's right. We will see you next week. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you next year.
We'll see you next year. We wish you well, and we wish you the best.
Did we do it? And we wish you the best. We did that Resplendence guarantee.
There it is, my friends. Goodbye, everybody.